Is it okay to do product inserts on Amazon? If so, what can and can't you put on those? We bring on Kevin King and expert guest Rafael to answer these questions and more. How cool is that? Pretty cool, I think. Are you looking to learn how to sell on Amazon? The Freedom Ticket course made by Kevin King is one of the most popular courses ever created for Amazon sellers. Now, this course costs $997, but Helium 10 actually covers that cost of the course for any Helium 10 member. Find out why tens of thousands of students love this program by going to h10.me/freedom ticket. Don't forget that if you do sign up for a Helium 10 account, don't pay full price. Use our podcast discount code SSP10 to save 10% off for life. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Serious Sellers Podcast by Helium 10. I'm your host, Bradley Sutton, and this is the show that's completely BS-free, unscripted, and unrehearsed, organic conversation about serious strategies for serious sellers of any level in the e-commerce world. And we have our monthly special. This is called Seller's Edge, and this is actually a unique one, a new thing that we're doing where we recorded live a module that's actually going to go mainly in the Freedom Ticket program about advanced Amazon strategies. And this one's going to be all about Amazon product inserts. There's a lot of misconceptions out there. And so we brought on some people to talk a little bit about it. Now, the main core of this workshop that we did is actually in Freedom Ticket. All right. So if you guys don't have a Freedom Ticket, any Helium 10 paying member has access to it. So if you're a platinum member, make sure to go into your Freedom Ticket account or your Helium 10 account and then hit Learning Hub. You can get the full details. What we're going to have here is some clips from that training, and then we're going to have a lot of the Q&A. What we did this live where a lot of people were watching this training and they were giving a lot of questions like, hey, what's okay to put in inserts? And can I send people to another website? And can I do this? And can I do that? And Kevin King got a little riled up there a little bit on some of the questions we were asking. So again, we're going to just give you some of their presentation, just a little bit, and then mainly focus on the questions that you guys were answering. And I'm positive a lot of these questions are the same exact questions that you might have, or that you might have on inserts as well. So let's go ahead and hop into it.
So I met today's guest, Rafael, around 2019, maybe 2020. But it was in 2020 where I really first got to know him. The guys over at PickFu actually came to me and said, hey, we're going to run this contest with like 4 different agencies, and we want to feature your product. And at that time, I was doing hand sanitizers, a company called Germshark. And I said, sure. So they said, these guys are going to compete. They're going to create videos. They're going to create images. They're going to create A+ content. And then you get to go through it all, Kevin, and you get to decide which one you like the best. And then it's up to you whether you want to go with them and pay them or not, if you like it enough. And so Rafael's company, Share It Studio, was one of the winners. There was two companies that actually kind of came close, real close to each other. And one of them I liked one of their things, and then one of them I liked the other thing. But Share It Studio did the best job overall, and they ended up creating a really kick-ass video for us. And a whole bunch of really cool content. So that's where I got to know him. And, this guy, his background wasn't necessarily an Amazon seller. He was a 3-time Telly Award-winning marketer and filmmaker. And then he decided to go out on his own, and he saw this need in the Amazon space where there's just not a lot of good agencies creating good imagery and video content. So in 2018, he founded Share It Studio. And as a Amazon-specific marketing agency, now they do a few things that's not Amazon, but they focus on Amazon. And they really want to set themselves apart by not just saying, okay, we'll create some pretty pictures and we'll make some nice videos, but it's data driven. So they're actually looking at the data, looking at what it is that they actually need to do. What are the trigger points that are going to make people buy? Not just create a beautiful video that looks great, but what can they say? What can they do? What about those first 3 seconds? And just create a really custom bespoke package of creative services just for Amazon sellers on the Amazon platform. They do everything from PPC videos, premium A+ content, images, branding, and a whole lot more. And they're really good at what they're doing. So Rafael's going to be coming on in just a minute and sharing today specifically on package inserts. Now, before I bring him on, I want to talk about package inserts for just a second, because there's a lot of what I believe misinformation out there when it comes to package inserts. There's a lot of people that say you should not use package inserts on Amazon. You will hear that on Facebook groups. You will hear that from some of the the people that help fight against Amazon. They say, don't use package inserts, don't do it. You're putting yourself at risk. I 1000% disagree with that. 1000% disagree with that. I think there are certain things that you should not do on a package insert. Anything, people say, well, you can't direct traffic off of Amazon. BS. Yes, you can. What you cannot do is put your package insert or your URL. If you read the terms of service carefully, Amazon says you cannot direct traffic off of Amazon, but that's on Amazon. That means that don't put your URL in your product photos. Don't put something in, don't email, using the customer follow-up, something to take them off of Amazon. Anything on the Amazon platform in imagery or text, you cannot send them off of Amazon to do something. That is against the rules. But when it comes to your package insert, all the big brands, look at Sony, look at any of the big brands, they have package inserts for warranty registrations, for accessories, for different things. It's totally fine in my opinion. But there is a line you have to draw. And this is where a lot of people get in trouble. And some people don't understand where that line is. You cannot do anything to influence reviews on Amazon. And that means in the old days, people would say, please leave us a 5-star review, click here, and they would take you to the review page. You can't do that. You can't put a smile and 5 stars. 5 stars is a kind of a trademark icon of Amazon that kind of indicates give us 5 stars. You can't do that. You can't say something like, if you have trouble with this product, please email us. Don't contact the buyer. Don't contact Amazon or contact where you bought it. If you have trouble, contact us. Otherwise, please leave us a review on Amazon. That's directing negative traffic to you. Even though that's a good thing to do, you want to take care of the situation. That's indirectly directing negative remarks that might have been a bad review to you. There's other ways to say that. You could say something like, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Something like that. That has no indication of if there's a problem or there's something wrong, we want to fix it. And I understand you're trying to steer bad things away and you're trying to be good, but that can be seen as a negative. Or what happens a lot of times is people will have some sort of innocent package insert, and then they will send it to a warranty page or some sort of registration page, and then in the follow-up sequence, so everything is clean, but in the follow-up sequence, there's something that's a little gray or shady, and that's where people get into trouble too. So, but if you're doing the package inserts right, and I think you're totally fine. And there is a way to do them. I get a lot of Amazon packages, and a lot of times I throw the package inserts out. I mean, it's one of the first things I used to look at them to see what other people were doing. But now, obviously, I probably get 20 Amazon packages a week. I probably look at one package insert. And that's what Rafael is going to show you today, is some ways to make sure that yours is the one that I'm looking at. And there's a reason that I only look at one, is because most of them suck. They're little business cards, or they don't have good graphics, or they don't catch my attention, or they're buried in the package in the wrong place. There's a whole number of reasons that I don't look at them, or there's no value to looking at it. It's just a bunch of text, or they all look the same. There's ways to stand out. And I use a package insert, and my calendar business is one example that I like to give. And what I do is I put a 4x6 card in there, and I say, congratulations, you've won a free calendar. That's what the package insert says. And what that package insert then says, because I'm selling calendars are like selling milk. They go bad. So right now we're in May of 2024. Most people don't want to pay full price for a 2024 calendar. The year started 5 months ago. So it's hard to sell them. So if I have extra calendars left over, I got to get rid of them. I can throw them away. I can donate them somewhere. I can try to liquidate them. But what I do is I use my extra calendars as a premium. And so I say, congratulations, you've won a free calendar. Just pay $10 shipping and handling. And you can go to my website, and it's got the URL out there, and enter this code to get the calendar for $10. Or you can send a check or money order in the mail. A lot of people send checks or money orders in a physical envelope in the mail to my post office box. And it works really well, and I get a lot of leads that way. What do I do with those leads? The next year, I've got 17,000 people on this list. The next year, when my calendars come out, calendars are pretty much bought between mid-November and mid-January. That's the big 2 months that most of the sales happen. You're selling 400, 500, 600 a day of some titles. But in September, people aren't really thinking about 2024 like last year. So they're buying like 2 or 3 calendars a day. But that's where I use my list, and I send them out. If I have their email, I send an email, and I also send a physical postcard through the mail to them and says, hey, the new calendars for 2024, or in this case, coming up 2025, are out. You can buy them directly from me and pay $9.95 shipping and handling, or you can go to Amazon if you're a Prime member and buy them on Amazon and get free shipping. And what does that do? It allows me to launch my product completely with no PPC, no launches, no having to do Vine reviews, no nothing. Because people go, and I have 4 different titles, and a lot of them they buy all 4. So that gets them in the frequently bought together. So then they also buy other calendars. So they might buy a motorcycle calendar or something like that. So then I start showing up on these motorcycle calendars as customers who looked at this, reviewed this, or those sections, and I started this flywheel going. And I'm selling 2 or 3 a day in September, and I just ride that wave all the way up. And I do 0 PPC for these calendars. I do 0 launch, and that's the power of a package insert. And then I can sell these guys other calendars that are not available on Amazon. I do it for my dog products with dog sample packs. I do it with a lot of things. And nowhere in there, in no of my emails, nowhere do I ever ask for a review. Do I ever indicate 5 stars? Do I ever indicate anything that's manipulating the system? It's all above board. And I've been doing this for 20 years. And there's nothing wrong with it. Usually if you dig deep and someone says, I got in trouble for package inserts, I didn't do anything, look deep into their package insert or into their funnel, and you're probably going to see that there is something that's a little on the edge there. So if you keep your nose clean and do this right, it can be powerful. And so Rafael is going to come on right now, and he's going to spend some time showing you some really cool ways to actually do package inserts. Hey, Rafael, how you doing, man?
How's it going, man? Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. It's an honor.
I appreciate you coming on and doing this, man. This is going to be great. I'm looking forward to seeing what you got, learning a few things myself, hopefully.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. I am the founder and CEO of Share Studio. Actually, my background was in law. I went to law school. I did 4 years of law school in Venezuela, and then I went to filmmaking because I hated law. So that's like a really little fun fact. And then I started working, and I graduated from filmmaking. I started doing filmmaking. I moved to New York, etc. I worked in a lot of companies, CNN, Nickelodeon, and then in 2018, I was working for Nickelodeon, and I decided to quit because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to get out of that rat race, which I think a lot of us maybe were there and wanted to escape. So let's get started. So this is a little bit of what we do at Share Studio. I just wanted to give you a glimpse. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to give you a glimpse of what we do. So we only focus on creating content. Why? I feel like a jack of all trades is a master of none. We like to specialize in one thing and one thing only, and anything that has to do with visual and visually enticing or visually manipulating, you could say a little bit, that buy or that conversion. So anything that has to do with videos, listings, etc. Okay. So what are product inserts? You can read this. I know you can, but in my own words, it's a way to give the customer more experience, all right? To give them more value. The more value you give, the more value you're going to get in return. So it's a powerful tool, obviously, to enhance the customer's experience. You can request feedback. You can promote repeat purchases. It's all going to depend on the product itself. It's not the same thing to have a product insert for supplements, for a hand sanitizer, than for a garlic press, for example. Those are consumables. You can repeat them. The garlic press, you can probably buy one when it breaks, but if it breaks too fast, it means the bad quality garlic press, right? So depending on your product, I would say try to steer and try to analyze and strategize that product insert, okay? All right, let's keep going. So do's, some basic do's. Deliver value. This is like just a general thing in life. Let's go into newsletters. I don't read newsletters. I find newsletters actually very boring, or they're all the same. But I came across, and I'm trying to plug this in any way, but I came across one a few months ago, which is Kevin King's newsletter, right? The $1 billion newsletter. And there's so much value that I actually enjoy reading them. That's because it's giving me value, like a bunch of value. If it wouldn't give me value, I just would, discard it, archive it, or read it, or delete it, etc. So make sure you deliver value. It's the most important asset. If you do not deliver value, you're not going to get anything in return. Some ways you can deliver value: additional usage guidelines, care recommendations, general insights, coupons, customer experience. There's a lot of ways, right? Make sure you maintain informativeness, meaning that you are, talking about your product's advantages or attributes of the product. That's dependent on the product. Again, these are all dependent on the product that you have. It's not a cookie cutter. It's not a cookie cutter template. It's more of a, what do I have? What fits into this mold type of situation, from my point of view, at least in my experience. Encourage reviews. You want to avoid 100% encouraging any positive reviews or avoiding getting or encouraging avoidance of getting negative reviews, like Kevin said in the beginning, that goes against Amazon's TOS. And just like the tax man, the Amazon man is also gonna find out at some point. Okay, so I would say steer away from that. So politely solicit feedback from the customers. As simple as your feedback matters could help. Extend support. Again, it depends on the product, but extend support if maybe it's a product that it costs, I don't know, $100. Most likely, if that product is a little bit faulty or people don't understand it because it's hard to assemble or something, you can extend support. Maybe a video, maybe a hotline, maybe an email. I don't know, something that gives them support. Um, Cross selling. If your product, you can match it with other products. For example, I'm going to show you an example in a bit of a baby product. But let's say you sell in the baby category, and there's a lock, and you're selling a lock securing mechanism for the door for babies, right? And you can also cross promote the outlet protector for babies. So you kill two birds with one stone. Don'ts. Avoid soliciting positive reviews, guys. Do not do that. That's like bad, bad, bad. Refrain from cherry picking reviewers, such as what Kevin said. Like, hey, if you're having a bad experience, come back and we can help you before you leave a bad review. That's a no-no. Steer clear from external links, like Kevin said. Amazon wants everything in their ecosystems. What I've seen recently, though, is that they send them to a landing page, but the payment processing takes them directly back to the Amazon page. So what does that mean? That means that from the product insert, it takes you to a landing page. You gather data from there, like the pixels, the Facebook pixels. Well, that's not Facebook anymore. It's the Meta pixel, etc. Now you have marketing data from there, and then it redirects them back to Amazon. I've seen that recently. Um, Eliminate misleading information, false solicitations, exaggerated claims, and deceptive details. You want to be as transparent as possible and as truthful as possible. Remember, giving value is about being real, maintaining real, and abstain from manipulation. Definitely abstain from manipulation because that's also you're trying to cherry pick that review, okay? And avoid interfering with packaging. This is more on your end. You don't want to have a package that's extremely hard to open because of the product insert, um, because it's not going to give value to the customer experience, and customer experience is everything. All right. So it's a simple thank you enough. It could be, but it's there's not more. So it's basically a wasting your money. So if you want to win and if you want to actually get results, you should definitely take action. So things you should include in your insert cards, things I would include that we've included with our clients is warranties, how-to guides, how to take care of the product, benefits of the product, guidelines. But it's gonna depend again on the product. I want to make sure that everybody understands that it depends on your product, right? But in summary, if you want to get value, you should give value, all right? That's a rule of thumb in life, actually. We should all give value in life so we can get something valuable as well. So, type of products, inserts, or strategies. All right. So, review hunting. That's like the most basic one, right? You want to get reviews. The most reviews you get, the better. I'm going to show you some examples afterwards. You can put a QR code and ask for feedback. You can use jokes, for example. And so you put the joke and then you put the answer. Kevin usually actually does this. He puts stump bases in the beginning of the email newsletter, and then at the end he gives you the answer. This allows him this allows that you read throughout the whole thing and then you have a reward at the end, which is kind of cool. So for example, for this one, this is plainly emotional. Hey, scan this QR code and speak your mind. That's it. I just want your feedback. And your feedback means the world to us. It's very important. Like you're being sincere. You're trying to be as sincere as possible. This is some of the content we did for this seller. We also did his packaging and he inserted it. And also, you added more value. He's adding a lead generator. So if you want to watch this video song to install this, watch this video, right? So you scan this QR code. Basically, it takes you to a landing page. It asks you for your email to unlock or to send the link of the video to that email. So right there, you're getting more information. A simple joke is cool. So what type of candy is never on time? Chocolate. Get it? I didn't know. So ChatGPT helped us with that, by the way. So yeah, so after they peel it, okay, and then hey, since we're here, share your experience with our candies. So and then they scan the QR codes. You're asking for it. All right, this is for stickers. And another type of strategy is pre-purchase marketing. So there's a couple of things you can do. You can add custom coupons, and you can add also cross-selling. So a coupon is, we all know what maybe there's newer sellers here. A coupon is just basically a way that you give them something, a discount, or a discount for the next purchase or for the new purchase or something. And cross-selling, or it could be even an external coupon. And cross-selling is when you promote something, another product, okay, based on that product that at least assimilates, or in some way it connects with the main product that they just bought. So, for example, this is the example I was going to give you. It's a baby clear outlet plugs, right? And the baby toilet lock. So, welcome to Parenthood. Since you bought this, we want to help you. Here's more things that you can get, and you're going to get these products. You head to the storefronts and you get some offers from those products. Boom. So they're buying this, but they're also, oh, these guys also sell this, because maybe when they get this in their through their Amazon, they're like, oh, I also need this. So you're cross promoting that seller. Okay, so list building is extremely important as well. As we all know, Amazon is their own ecosystem, and they have the last say in everything. So, like Kevin was saying about his calendars, doesn't matter if he sells them on Amazon or not. He has a list, so Kevin doesn't even need PPC because he has a whole list already. So that's one of the things that you should be doing: list building. Okay, so it's basically just, as a gift, you can create a strategy. Number one is a gift. Basically, you create a lead magnet from your website or app, and you just tell the customer, like, hey, you want this, we need this in return, and they give you this, which is this. Well, you can ask for several types of information, email, phone number, etc. Or strategy two, a newsletter. Create a newsletter with interesting content to promote it, and put it in your insert cart. You're giving value. For example, we have a client that he sells bonsais. I didn't know this, but bonsais are very much, it's a culture. There's like a thing for bonsais, and people are really into it. So they read newsletters, they read articles, they see videos, they watch videos. Sorry, part of this newsletter is giving value to them. So that's how they build their list. Also through social media. This is for me the best strategy up to date, which is an app. Okay, why? It's also going to depend on the type of product you have, but why the app? Because the app, you're always going to have in there. There's nothing more intimate right now, technology-wise, than the phone for a human. It literally holds our work, our life, our secrets, our laughs. Like, if you leave your house without your phone, most likely you're gonna return back home just to get your phone, because it's literally that third arm that we don't have. So by having that, you have so much access to that particular buyer. For example, this is a QR, an app that it's gonna help you. Uh, work out, and it's gonna give you workout. It's a workout app, right? This is the one I'm using to get ready for BDSS in Hawaii soon, Kev. I'm just kidding. I don't have a six pack. So this app is gonna help you that, and there that you can promote also other types of products. For example, I have another app which is a scale. I bought a scale, and that scale helps you track your weight through the app. And through the app, sometimes I get push notifications, which is, hey, we just launched this product. Would you like to look into it? Or, hey, we saw that you're hitting your fitness goals. We have this new product that can help you reach those fitness goals, etc. So there, you're going to give a lot more value. And what are they doing? They're just cross promoting, they're cross selling. So that's. I mean, I think that's brilliant. Remember, one step at a time. It's depending on your level of being a seller. If you're in stage one, you just launch your product. Focus on reviews. If you want to do everything at the same time, great. But if not, if you want to take it step by step, focus on reviews, then focus on repurchase marketing, and then building a list. All right. But this is a must at the end. If you want to build a brand, building a list is a must. Another thing, if your package you don't want to create it in any way possible, like, maybe you don't want to destroy, like, or interrupt this opening process, you can add it to a label, like the top, because you all know that it can only be a sticker, for example. Every bottle, or not every bottle, most of the bottles have a seal on top, right? So if they have a seal, why not put it there? They either way have to open it up. So why not put your discount, or give them that value there? For example, these are supplements. Hey, next bottle, you get 50% off. If I like them, I'm going to use that 50% off coupon, 100%. So another thing that you could be doing, which I love this one, is A/B testing. Marketing, just like life, is not 1 + 1 = 2. Marketing is just trial and error, trial and error. Obviously, you're spending a bunch of money, you're investing a bunch of money into your future, so you want to mitigate that fail as much as possible. For example, when we were doing Kevin's videos and for the Germ Shark, we ran like 100 pig food tests. We were actually the company that ran the most pig food tests. Why? Because we want to mitigate the most amount of errors as possible. We didn't come out of the studio, we're like, oh, let's just create this. It's going to be a winner. No, we tried it out a lot of times. So what you could do is in your packages, you can have 2 QR codes and see which one converts the most, depending on your product again. And get creative. And that's it. For overachievers, make sure that you're evaluating your KPIs. So repeat purchases metrics. Are they buying this again? Is this working? Is it not working? Brand loyalty metrics. Are they going back? Are they not buying back? Off Amazon influence, Amazon attribution, advertising and sales, percentage of off Amazon sales. For example, Kevin gets a lot of off Amazon sales because he has that list, right? And that is it.
That was good. Good stuff, Rafael. I want to just do something real quick before we get into answering specific questions. Come and listen to what I'm about to say. You absolutely, positively can send people out of the Amazon ecosystem. Okay? You can put your social media links. You can put a link to your website. You can do that. Quit falling for the misinformation that's all over Facebook that people are talking out their ass that don't know what they're talking about are doing. Quit it. Quit spreading this stuff. I see this in the chat and it pisses me off because you're wrong. And this is one of the reasons I created Freedom Ticket back in 2017 when Manny and Coach came to me and said, hey, do you want to create Freedom Ticket? One of the reasons I did is there's so much misinformation out there. Quit falling for it. You can absolutely do it. There's certain things you cannot do. Rafael showed you that. Bradley just posted in there like, you don't want to send people over, go buy this on Target instead or some Amazon's competition. But if you're going to create an app, that's a brilliant thing. You can create apps with no-code software now with AI. You don't even have to be a programmer. You can go and create a very basic app and say it's a great lead magnet. Download this app. He showed the example of the one that's for monitoring your weight, which is probably a little bit more elaborate. But you can create a very simple little app. People are more likely to download a cool app that goes with their product than they are. If I'm doing dog treats, I could do a dog training app. It's got a few videos embedded in it. And it's a great lead magnet. You can send people off. What you cannot do is anything around reviews or influencing reviews or something like that. But you can send people off. You can capture information. Just don't do anything that would hint at influencing reviews. And that means putting 5 stars. That means saying, leave us a reviews and then putting 5 stars under it to say, kind of imply that you want 5 stars. To say, if you have a problem, contact us. Otherwise, go leave a review on Amazon. Don't do anything. Don't offer discounts. If you leave us a review or if you do that, I'll give you a coupon. Don't do anything like that to incentivize reviews on Amazon. That you cannot do. And don't even do it on your own website, just so that there's no gray area there. But you can send people off and they can buy things on your website too. Okay? So I want to get that straight. Okay? So quit falling for the misinformation. Quit.
All right. Tell us how you really feel, Kevin. But let me start pulling up some questions. First of all, we answered Oleg. Oleg says, Kevin answered my question before I even asked. That's perfect. All right. So let's just...
Kane says you can't... Yeah, they don't want you sending to other marketplaces. That's what Kane just said here. You can go to your own website. They don't want you sending people over to Target, over to eBay, or over to a competing website. I would steer clear of that kind of stuff. That saying our product is available and you put the Amazon logo, the Target logo, the Walmart logo, that is a no-no.
Yep.
But taking them to your own website to do after sale warranty, get an app, to get some sort of other accessory for your product that's an add-on to the product, all that is, or to grab a coupon for their next order on Amazon, all that is fine. Hope says that coupon codes last for 30 days on Amazon, then you have to create a new one. So you can't. What you do is you create a QR code. You can use Bitly or whatever your favorite QR code tool is, and create one that goes to a specific landing page, and then you update that page every 30 days. You create a new coupon, and you just update you update that page so that QR code stays the same. So even if your product doesn't sell for a year, you're updating the page, not the QR code, to a specific place. That's an easy workaround. Hope.
Yep. And also not even coupon codes. Maybe you want to offer something new now. That QR code that Kevin's saying that you can update, you can do whatever you want with it. It's your QR code, basically.
I have one here. I know what I saw here that would have got this flag, but I'm curious about what Kevin saw. Maybe you saw this one. But Maria says, hey, I know somebody who had an insert that said, let us know how we did. Leave us a review on Amazon. We value your opinion, with a QR code below, which said, for a free book on the dangers of what their product was working to protect, scan the QR code, and Amazon closed the listing, forced the seller to remove these inserts. The seller did not ask for positive reviews. Is it not okay to ask for reviews at all? I know what I saw here that might have triggered it. What about you, Kevin?
That's an incentive. You're basically, I mean, it doesn't directly word for word say it, but that can be read as an incentive that if you leave us a review, we're going to give you this free book. You can't do that. That's a no-no. And that right there is an example of you gotta keep your nose super clean on anything around the words reviews, and you're tying them together. They didn't say, hey, go leave us a review and we'll give you a free book. But they tied them together in that same paragraph, and you can read into that. That's kind of what they're implying. Don't do that. That will get you in trouble. As far as number of QR codes, I would never do more than 2, and put them on opposite sides of the page, or opposite, one at the top, one at the bottom, or opposite sides on the bottom, so they don't get crossed. But I would never do more than 2. One is best. You always want people to take one directed action. One action is always better than multiple and confusing them. But if you have a valid reason, you could put 2, and I think that would be okay.
All right. Mike said, how do I generate QR codes to direct customers? So there's, any QR code generator can do it. Helium 10 portals. If you have access to Helium 10, you've got access to Helium 10 portals. You can create the QR code there. Rafael showed some examples of QR codes in his presentation. But pretty much any QR code generator can do it.
And also, Marka, it's not just creating the QR code. Make sure it's something like Kevin said, like it's in their face, like they want to see it, they want to scan it, and it's not just like scan this, and because most likely they're not going to scan it. You want to get, I would say 5-10% of those QR codes scanned at least. If you're getting less than that, like you should like reevaluate how you're presenting that insert packaging.
Hope what you just asked is a no-no. Can I ask for an honest review and an email follow-up after they enter the review on a landing page? No, don't do that. That basically, Amazon will see that as like you're filtering reviews. So you're saying, go leave us an honest review on our own landing page. They're typing it. And even though you made the confirmation page may automatically say, please, be kind and post this to Amazon or somewhere, whatever. Amazon could see that as that you're filtering. Like if they left you something negative, then you're not asking them to do it. And if there's something positive, you are asking them to do it. So don't do that. You can say we love reviews. Please leave us an honest review. That general wording by itself with nothing else around it, any other stuff about a free book or something is like way down the page or somewhere else or not even on there. That should be okay. You got one?
Marcy says, how many QR codes per insert do you think is acceptable? I've got one for my YouTube and one for my Facebook group. I want to add one for, man, she wants QR codes all over the place. I want to add one for a 10% off coupon with an attribution tag so I can get the brand referral bonus. What do you guys think about
I just answered that. I said, don't do more than 2.
Don't do more. Okay.
I would present it, Marcy, maybe I would present the 10% in a different way. Maybe not a QR code. Maybe it's just like literally just a code. But again, that does expire like Kevin said. But I'm with Kevin 100%. I wouldn't do more than 2. Like you saw in the light bulb example that I gave you, there was one on the top, one on the bottom. It wasn't next to each other because it can get tricky like that. You want to separate. Even the color was separated in the package. That it was like a different color in the background. So you want that separation as well.
Tadara's asked, can we add samples of other products and inserts or offer to send free samples? Yeah, you can add samples as an insert. Especially with little accessories, or here's a free, if you're selling something sewing, here's a free button kit, or here's a free bead kit or something. We have 16,000 other colors available on Amazon. Here's a free sample as a gift. There's little gifts like that work. I mean, there's a video. Rafael will understand this. There, back in the day before everything was digital, I had to order to do all of our video production. We had ordered beta tapes, and we had ordered these big beta tapes and HD tapes. They're big like squares that you put in the big cameras. And we'd order them out of this company in Philadelphia. And every time they would send me these packages with my shipment of 10 tapes, these tapes were like $100 a piece or something. I would get 2 little packages of M&Ms, like you see at Halloween, the little tiny little sample size packages of M&Ms. And During the summer, they didn't put those in there but instead they put a note, sorry, due to the heat, these might melt. And so they wouldn't put them in. It would always tick me off that I didn't get those 2 little packages of M&Ms. These are, 20 cents. But the fact that I would get those in there was a thing. So surprising people with a gift can be great. Another thing that I've done with a product insert on my dog products is I've had where I sell antlers, I sell bully sticks, I sell duck treats, I sell a variety of other dog treats. And what I'll do is I'll make a sample pack, and I'll say, get a free sample pack of all of our 7 dog treats on Amazon that we sell on Amazon. I'll put a picture of the Amazon listing photo and actually, and put it on there and say, we'll send you a sample pack with this along with a coupon. Just pay $7.95 shipping and handling. It cost me like $4 to send it out. $3 basically covers the cost. I send them a sample pack through the mail. That way they have to give me their address. They have to give me their phone number, because I'll say this is for how we deliver delivery updates, and shipping tracking numbers is by phone. So give me a valid phone number. And then we send that sample pack out, and in there is a sample pack. And then there's a coupon that says, get this on Amazon. 20% off your first order, your first bag. Use this coupon. It works really well. And then I capture their name and email address, and I'm driving stuff back to Amazon. I'm creating this whole circle, and it works really, really well.
Amelia has a good question.
So Amelia said here, can you improve our current package design? If yes, would the insert card and the package design be connected to our current branding design? And what would the creative process be behind this?
Okay. I don't want to do any sales right now, but yeah, we can help you. But just in case, the insert, I would say that you do need to keep it harmoniously. I would say, like, it should be aligned to your branding. That's why it's a branding. It should be aligned to your branding. And if you can actually put it within the packaging, maybe you want to save money in the insert cards and you want to put it on top of the lid of the box or something like that, you could do that depending on your budget. There's so many questions that I have to be able to answer that correctly. But yes, and the process you should do it is what I was talking about. You should have understanding the product, the niche, the buyer persona, their needs, their troubles, their fears, everything that you can gather from them, and give them to that. Okay, so maybe if it's a fitness product, I'm trying to get fit for BDSS. Okay, so for me, it was getting something to help me maintain my weight, scale, understanding where I should eat, what time I should eat. So when I was looking through products that help me with that, the insert cards or the products like the hero images gave me that. I was like, oh, this scale has an app. It was through the hero image. I was like, okay, let me check this out, and that's how I got hooked into that scale. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Amelia.
All right, we got a question from Joseph, who's got a scenario here. He says, all right, I've got this QR code, says something to the effect of learn more about the benefits of our product here, takes them to an about page on our brand website, which website is also a Shopify D2C website that has a shop page. Is that permissible?
That's a gray one right there.
Yes.
That's a gray one. That one could be seen as either way. I would probably cordon off that Shopify page. I think Shopify allows you to do this. I think Esther Firestone has a landing page that goes on top of Shopify that allows you to corner off the rest of your Shopify site, like to focus it on a single product. I mean, if they get creative and they hit a bunch of buttons, and they might go back to your homepage, but I would avoid any confusion there. That's a great one.
A question really quick from Henry. He says that all products need to have warranties. I'm not saying that your product shouldn't have a warranty. Definitely, if you want to include warranties, 100%. But no, what I'm saying is that what's going to take action to scan that QR code? Is it going to be the call to action for a warranty, or is it going to be a call to action to, like, hey, for your next product, if it's a vitamin, for example, that you know they're going to repeat the consumption, here's 10, 15% off. Like that's. I'm not saying don't include it. Of course, 100%. If you want to include it, I'll include it. But you say the call to action. What's going to be that action that's going to make them scan it? Is it going to be the warranty, or is it going to be depending on the product? That's what I'm trying to say there, just in case. I don't want to make any confusions there.
I was just saying, Lance is wondering how to get in contact with Rafael. You can be connected directly to them at hub.helium10.com and just type in Share It Studio, or they're all over social media as well. Rafael's on LinkedIn. But if you're in Helium 10, the easiest way is just go to hub.helium10.com and enter Share It Studio, and you'll be able to even see maybe if, like, you're a certain member of Helium 10, you might get certain discounts with them as well if you're logged in on that page.
This is my insert card. If you're seeing this, if you say Bradley and Kev are the best, we'll give you a really good discount.
There we go. I like that. Kevin, you had a question you said you wanted to answer, or was it someone else?
I just saw one. Someone said they're doing where'd it go? Well, they offer a 100-pound Amazon voucher prize draw each month. An image or video tagged on Instagram or TikTok. Each image uploaded gets one entry in the drawing. Opinions, please. Yeah, I don't see any problem with that. It should be totally fine, and that's good. That's good marketing. Yeah, so you should be totally fine with that.
Angela Riategui, I hope I'm not butchering your last name, Angela. She asks, can I include a QR code for a free ebook? Yes, we've done it with clients, especially in the home and kitchen, like food sector. It's worked really well with them. So yeah.
Kane's says, can we offer discounts only on Amazon? Can we offer coupons for our own website? You can offer a coupon for your own website, but like for accessories or something, I wouldn't do it for the same product. I wouldn't say come and buy, this exact same product, or you don't want to do stuff where you're putting people into your flow. If it's a subscribe and save type of product, Amazon's probably not going to like it too much. That if you're trying to get them to come to the subscribe and save on your Shopify site versus on Amazon, that's a gray area, and so I would just stay away from something like that. But offering them a discount, hey, you just bought this blender, we have an accessory kit. As an Amazon customer, you get 20% off. It's not sold on Amazon. It's only available directly from us. Then yeah, that should be fine.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for all the great questions. We're going to be back here next month with another guest. Rafael, Kevin, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to reach out to Share It Studio, hub.helium10.com. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that training. Don't forget, again, the full actual detail of the training without the Q&A and all that other stuff is in the Freedom Ticket course. So go to your learning hub inside of Helium 10. And if you have no idea what Freedom Ticket is, want to get more information, just go to h10.me/FT for Freedom Ticket. h10.me/FT. And let us know if you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere else, what other advanced topics would you like us to do a deep dive Q&A and bring an expert on with Kevin? Let us know in the comments below if you're watching this on YouTube or another place. Until then, we'll see you guys in the next episode.